I have spent the last 2 years planning another Ender Trek video. But after some thought and reconsiderations, I have concluded that it would be too much just to continue the series at this rate. As a little side note, I will be working on it starting over elsewhere, but as of now, I don't want to make any more Ender Trek videos. Because of this, I will explain how the last Ender Trek video would have played out, with what footage exists, combined with whatever else has been planned and discussed.
We hope you enjoy the conclusion.
Steve, sir, would you prefer the good news or the unfortunate first?
I want the bad news out first.
The dome of the Obsidian Fortress has collapsed during attempted repairs.
I assumed that there would be a failure.
The better news is that the data we received is now in progress of being decoded, and that the Endermen are being tracked.
Good. Dispatch General Kevin. I know that he will do this right this time.
The planet is within our control, but you'll all have to send warp disruptors across the entire system to stop any ship from entering it safely.
And what would happen if they do manage to warp in with their starships in one piece?
Fire at them! With what little strength their hulls and shields have left. That is in order.
But sir, they were able to beat us last time and the time before and the—
Who cares about that? I was secretly playing easy on them. And I let them get away just to build up to this very moment where they think they will win. They will not.
How do I know if it's a fact?
Read the mission logs under my name, then come talk to me.
Okay, Mr. General, Captain, sir.
Sophia, I want you to dispatch those warp disruptors before they get here by the next few minutes. They will be scanning the system unless we blow them up by surprise.
Yes, sir, General Kevin.
The signals almost happen to be exactly the same as warp disruptors. This means we could be heading straight for a trap. The shields of the Enterprise were knocked out. Andy and his crew then attempt to fight back with whatever they got to make sure Kevin can't give Steve the command block piece on the surface of the planet. But as a result of trying to fight back, the Enterprise loses a decent portion of the saucer section.
Andy,
With the
our
ship
is badly
compromised
damaged.
and the crew
Several
severely
casualties have been
injured, Kevin
reported
then
on every
begins
deck.
to confront
What are we
Andy.
going to do now?
Well then, welcome back, Andy. Looks like I had done a considerable amount of damage to your ship to get your attention. I have my ways. I was able to get a detailed blueprint design of your starship class design. I knew that the Enterprise was an Endborn class heavy cruiser, 6 turrets on the saucer, 2 torpedo launchers facing forward and backwards, and then there's a component that I can't get my hands on since it's being hidden by a suppressor draining its abilities. Saying so would spoil the fun for us, wouldn't it? The choice is yours. Come over here in a shuttle to make a deal, or I'll finish you off and take the pieces you have poorly hidden. So are you gonna come over here or not? I get impatient around people who wait like they're going on a zip line or something for the first time. Well then, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Continue to fire on the other ships except for the end.
Fight them, but the shuttlecraft are the worst way to fight someone as they will surround you at the shuttle bay. Dude, they literally said shuttlecraft. Were you listening? If this can work, then let's stop talking and start preparing to jump.
As Andy, Green, and Roland make their way across to Kevin's command ship, they fight torpedoes sent by Kevin. The torpedoes were destroyed, but Kevin decides to send out his own crew of space-jumping soldiers to fight them. Luckily, they were accompanied by an unlikely ally of Roland only seen briefly in episode 3. Yeah. Probably not the best introduction. But then they destroy the space jumpers and break into the bridge of the command ship.
Captain Andy, I see you made your way here without being destroyed. Wasn't it fun to destroy property of someone who isn't related to you? Considering that no one truly won the Great Ender War and that both sides are badly scarred by the decades of constant warfare and bombardment. You're overreacting now. We're chill here, right? Because he kept blasting at us. We had a reason to continue. It's that simple, kid.
Kevin reveals his true intentions with Andy as a captain and his role within the war. Their ally from the space jump earlier makes an appearance onto the bridge. Kevin recognizes him as an old worker. He begins to confront Kevin before Kevin confronts him with another worker of Roland working for him. He and Sophia then hold them hostage with Andy and Green scrambling to find a way out of the bridge. Andy and Green then find a button to open the bridge windows to escape while Roland and his assistant distract Kevin. Sophia breaks Green's arm before he and Andy open the bridge window with the team falling from the sky. They then realize Sophia is chasing them down from space as they descend onto the planet. They fight before shoving Sophia out into the distance. As they land, they begin a journey to find the command block piece they are looking for.
Once they begin to plan where to head out, they realize that the ships above weren't moving towards the laboratory. They have walked into a trap and were immediately confronted by Steve and his ship cloaking out from above the desert. Steve then confronts with soldiers surrounding them and plans on taking the command block piece to complete the command block and rule the galaxy. He beams down with his assistants Kevin, Sophia and the red-eyed Enderman. Andy is then furious that the red-eyed Enderman was the spy the whole time. Andy and his crew are about to accept defeat before an army of soldiers from the planet march out to fight Steve's soldiers. With everyone at war, Andy and his crew and Steve and his crew face off in the epic finale of the charade. Between Andy and Steve get onto a speeder and chase off to a mountain that Steve deems unsafe for Andy due to it containing a mineral that can stop him from teleporting, like kryptonite. They fight on the mountain as the sun sets behind them. Steve begins to take the upper hand and traps Andy in a corner. Steve then proceeds to kill Andy right then and there. Or so he thought. Before he could make the move, Kevin unexpectedly kicks Steve over. He then tells Steve, "I am done working for your cruel regime." Andy now has the assistance of Kevin on his side as they both fight Steve. They continue until Steve finds another way to trap them both. Steve makes his way to kill the two of them before Andy and Kevin outsmart him by displacing Steve and triggering an avalanche of boulders. Steve survives, but is weakened by the fighting and the boulders. Steve then stares Andy into the eyes and begs for mercy and that his reasons were valid at first. Andy and Kevin choose to leave him there without assistance. The two then meet up with Sophia and the Red Ender arrested for war crimes. They ask about Steve. Andy replies that Steve is old news now. As the group celebrates, they return to the End Realm as the Admiral honors Andy for stopping Steve at the last moment and saving the galaxy. Earth and other parts of the galaxy are liberated from the province of United Steves and Andy steps down to rest. His hard work was honored by the people of the galaxy for centuries afterwards. Steve died 2 days later from dehydration and exhaustion.
The end.